Alright, here's a video of this forge that I built recently, and I'm more of a designer than I am a fabricator, I guess. This thing's pretty ugly, but it works. It works really well. I grabbed some scrap steel, and my friend hooked me up with an old propane tank that's, decommissioned. So, I cut that out, and I, loaded it with kale wool and fire brick bottom, just like how most forges are built. There's a lot of YouTube videos of that kind of stuff out there. And then put these bungs here. One for this burner that is powered off this waste motor oil, and this thing that helps atomize fuel, which I'll go into. Down the road on this second one that the thermocouple's sitting in, I'm gonna probably put in a propane burner, because this thing I'm bringing up to heat with a little weed burner, and it takes forever. I mean, this thing is loaded with a lot of insulation that absorbs heat, because after I did the kale wool, I did like a sand and silicon type mix that really has a high thermal mass. So it takes a while for it to heat up, but once it does, it takes this waste motor oil down this down this tube here, which I put a T on, which I'll shut off for later. Well, I'll get into that a little more. It goes down this, and it wraps around to help bring the oil up to flash point temperature. Otherwise, it smokes a lot, and it's not efficient. That's the key to getting the oil to burn, is getting it to its flash point, which diesel does all by itself on compression. Which, here I'm trying to do the same thing, but with temperature instead of pressure. Anyways, needle valve hooked up here, and there's this other really awesome little YouTube video how this guy shows you how to make this quickie oil burner, which I just blatantly copied, and it works great. I hooked up, air pressure from the air compressor into a area where there's a 90, and it just shoots high pressure air, and in here it ties in at a T, and it is isolated from going back in by the way it's kind of designed. But the air pressure causes what's called the Venturi effect, and it creates a low pressure zone here, and it pulls, whatever fluid that's in the pipe. In this case, it's waste motor oil. I'd like to try to do peanut oil or something, because that just, I like the smell of French fries. And probably much better fumes. But now that this is burning cleanly, it's nice, because it's minimizing the amount of fumes that you do inhale. And this is waste motor oil after all. A lot of heavy metals. But there's a stand I kind of made out of some 1/8" steel, and then this leg goes into, there's two of them, two pieces of tubing that are 2-inch tubing, which is measured by its outside diameter, and this is 2-inch pipe, which is measured by its inside diameter, so it slips on and off. So this whole little table comes off, and I can store this thing in my shelves in my shed pretty easily. So I'm running a little air blower, hair dryer. It does okay. It makes it come up to about 1500 on a very cheap thermocouple that's probably not calibrated correctly, and it's non-seized, so I just took a barbecue thermometer that had a stainless steel seat, pulled that out and put this one in, and it seems to be doing okay, but I wonder how much temperature drop there is. And it's probably not the most even heating forge, because I've seen just by sticking it here, it gets to 1700 degrees, running at a lot less efficiency. So when I put the that blower over there, that vacuum motor, it was getting up to 1700, right at the top there. So it'll get hot, maybe forge welding temperatures, I imagine. run on, you know, a leaf blower or, you know, that shop vac. It's just really loud. This will do most of any forging temperatures that you need when directly under the flame, and it's probably close to 2,000. I don't know. Let's see what this looks like. Usually I wear gloves, but seems to work. And then sometimes, since oil likes to collect particulates, just leaving stuff to kind of build up in there, I don't really want to do. So what I'll do is I'll shut this off, and I'm gonna get a ball valve. They just didn't have any at the Ace Hardware I went to, but I'll get a ball valve here and be able to open this and let this just siphon off and burn the rest of what's in the tube. So down the road, I definitely want to make a blower that, you know, provides better pressure, like utilizing that when I need it, and getting rid of this really chintzy paint can thing here, and just weld something out of like some 10-inch pipe, tap it or weld a bung in. And you know, if I could do it over again, I'd use stainless steel, but copper works, and it's available, easy to work with. Probably not cheaper though. So there it is. Enjoy.